There's been information circling that 36 rhinos have been killed in just 2 days over the past 48 hours. The message purports to be from the Kruger National Park, that this happened at the Kruger National Park. But the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment says, in fact, it's fake news. There is a different toll. 24 rhino carcasses have been found in South Africa, but that's since the 1st of December. To discuss, we're joined by SANPARK's spokesperson, Ike Phaahla. Thank you for being with us, Ike. So who is sending around this fake news about 36 rhinos killed?
Good evening to you, Francis, and to your viewers. We would love to know as well, but we have seen those messages circulating on social media, and we can emphatically say that those are devoid of any truth, as the department has already explained. In the Kruger National Park, we haven't lost that huge number of animals ever since the start of December. In fact, the past 6 months, we have seen quite a huge reduction in the number of poached rhinos. And that is because 6 months ago, we commissioned new technology into the park, which has helped us to arrest at least 69 suspects, take off the system 39 rifles, and we also arrested an additional 4 people last week, took out 3 rifles out of circulation, and that was in collaboration with our SAPS counterparts. And that operation took place in the villages next to the Kruger National Park due to intelligence that we received from communities. So our message to communities that this is not the SANPARK's problem, but it's a whole country's problem, is finally getting through, and we're getting some assistance and getting some breakthrough.
Okay, it still sounds a lot, though. The actual toll, which is 24 rhino carcasses, have been found. So we're middle of December. That's since the 1st of December. How does that toll compare to what we saw, say, last year in the first half of December?
The issue of statistics, Francis, with all due respect, is the competence of the department, and there will be updating. I'm reliably told that they are working on a media release that will give total breakdown of the number of animals that have been poached thus far. As the Kruger National Park, we do get our stats, but we share them with the minister, and she will be the one that will take the country into her confidence.
Okay, but you're saying that things are getting better, but it still sounds very dire. That is my point.
4 or 5 years ago, we made a pledge to South Africans that we were going to do all we can to reduce the number of carcasses that are found in the Kruger National Park. And consistently over the 5 years, we have seen a reduction of animals that have been poached. You'll remember that the peak was in 2012 when we lost over 1,000 animals in the park. And since then, the numbers have come down. Last year, we were close to around 300. It's still a huge number. Any rhino that is lost, it's too much for us because the poaching has had a negative impact on the population. And what we are trying to do is just to revive that population again. We're trying by all means to get all the technology and to get boots on the ground, because even if with the best technology, but if you don't have committed rangers and boots on the ground, you're not going to win the fight.
Yeah.
Also, we have to recognize that this is criminality, and all the agencies, law enforcement agencies and community members have to help us in this fight.
All right, you mentioned a figure of 69 suspects. What happens to them now? Are poachers, are people who kill rhinos being successfully prosecuted and put behind bars?
Well, the Skukuza Regional Court, we are proud to say that although the NPA, I don't speak on their behalf, but they have a 98 to 99% conviction rate. And this year in particular, ever since the court started operating, we have seen heavy sentences. One of them was about 70 years in prison for one suspect. And the list that we've had has been close to about 8 years. There is a huge success and conviction rate in this Kruger Regional Court.
And are those sentences serving as a deterrent to would-be poachers?
Clearly they are not, simply because there's too many people that are standing in the queue to come in and do this criminal act. But we hope that the message will finally get through to those who are thinking of being suspects, that it's either you're going to lose your freedom, you might, in some instances, lose your limb, you might lose your life. We've had 2 fatalities in the park this year, where an elephant got one suspect to death, and in some instances it was also an incident involving an elephant, but the accomplices of the suspect left him there, and unfortunately lions devoured his remains. So it's a dangerous place, the Kruger National Park. You can't just walk in there and expect that you can walk out again easily.
Sure.
Once you are in there, and if we can detect you early, you must know that you're going to go to jail and lose your freedom.
We have about 1 minute left, but I'm interested, we've heard of all the methods been used over the years. What is the technology that you say is working against rhino poachers now?
To date, our technology that's been very effective, it's the canine dogs, because once we get an early detection and we set the dogs on their spoor, we definitely are going to be secure with an apprehension. But also there are support structures like our air wing service. They also come in to suppress the poachers so that they don't run away. The others we can't disclose. We do have discrete cameras in locations where we have seen people being dropped off. And that is what has led to us having this successful apprehensions before the poachers could kill animals.
All right, well, it's good to hear of successes. And just to confirm, that is fake news that is circulating, that 36 rhino have been killed in just 48 hours. Thank you for your time. That was SANPARK's spokesperson, Phaahla.